That was Demi Lovato with Cool for the Summer, and when it finally starts raining, we will all be cool for the summer, right? Haha, little play on words. Anyways, I'm back with the crew. We're talking about some home fire prevention, safety, really just home safety when it comes to fire. And we left off with talking about unattended cooking, which is like one of the big contributing factor to why home fires start.
Yes.
So, I'm going to let you pick up where we left off.
Yes.
I feel like you had more to say.
No problem. So what are some other things and safe practices that we can actually do inside of our homes? Unattended cooking, we hit on that. Make sure if you are cooking, you have eyes on what you are doing and do not leave your cooking or things on the stove unattended for great periods of time. Also, smoke alarms. Make sure you're checking your smoke alarm at least once every 30 days. That way, if there's an issue, or if you hear any beeping sounds, or anything doesn't look right, make sure you take note of it, and here on Misawa Air Base, call 226-HOME. That will take you to the housing maintenance office, and they will come out and actually look at it and fix it for you. They do a really good job here, and they are very quick when you call them for issues to come and fix it in your home. Also, we look at appliances. If you have any heat generated, appliances that generate heat, such as a coffee maker, microwave, or anything of that nature, make sure you're plugging it directly into the receptacle. You do not want to plug it into a surge protector and then plug it into the electric receptacle, because the surge protector might not be rated to handle what the actual appliance is putting out, and that could cause an issue also.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yes.
So there's a lot of different appliances, electrical devices that generate some heat. So unless there's airspace around them, they're properly plugged in, not to an extension cord, but directly into an outlet. Those are things that you can check. Kind of go from room to room in your house and say, is there anything here that's a hazard that could generate heat, that could potentially cause a fire? And kind of do your own little survey of your living space.
Now you got me thinking, like 100%. I'm going in my head right now, room to room, like, because I love my husband, but he also loves these extension cords and stuff. I got those things everywhere. Them bad boys is just everywhere.
Remember, if you're going to use extension cords, they are for temporary use only. You do not use extension cords on a permanent basis. And if you are using extension cords, or you're actually using surge protectors, make sure you do not plug an extension cord into a surge protector or a surge protector into a surge protector. That's called daisy chaining. That is not good, and that is very risky. So we want to make sure we do not do that.
All right. Well, I know what I'm doing when I get home.
Well, another thing that doesn't happen, you don't see very often, but sometimes people will put an extension cord underneath the carpet to go from one point to another.
Why is that bad?
The extension cords can generate heat, and again, that could smolder. Worst case scenario, could cause a fire. So don't cover up those cords in a way with anything that could be combustible.
Okay, so you want those to be aerated, kind of like you want your heat-generated appliances to be.
Correct, yes, sir. So anything that causes heat, like Mr. Omer said, you want to make sure they're on a non-combustible surface. If we actually look at some studies and we look at some incidents that happened in the past, you can notice that fires have been caused, for instance, by laptops being charged on top of beds or sofas. Or something that has been more recent is if somebody's using a e-cigarette, they'll actually charge it on top of a bed or a sofa or something that's combustible, and it will actually set that on fire. So we want to make sure that that does not happen either.
So stuff like your countertops, where it's kind of like wood with the laminate on it, or your dresser kind of thing, that's not as bad, right?
No, so that would be considered a non-combustible surface. Such, for instance, the desk that's in front of us right now. If we had a laptop and we were charging it on top of this desk, that would be fine.
Okay. Just want to make sure I get those two clear, because I'm like, I got wood tables. They can technically catch fire. But anyways, we'll be right back. We got a lot more to share, and thank you so much for your input. There's so much I'm learning right now. Anyways, keep it locked right here on AM 1575, where we're serving America's best.